Yeah, Aatrox is going to come through actually for DRX. You know, it's still a good matchup for the Twisted Fate, but a little bit better than Renekton. And looks like it might just be that Corki in the mid lane. So I think DRX's composition's better. You know, I do think that the mid and top lane matchups are going to be pretty good for T1. But, you know, it's a scaling mid-jungle from T1. I think DRX have given themselves better tools. Whether that's enough for them to translate this into a win is a different question.
Teddy and Pleta do have at least one win on the Lucian Nami, as Pleta is making me feel silly for saying so, as he is taking a lot of damage. Carrier playing so far forward here, throwing these glitter lances out, getting picks involved.
Actually, this has gone very well for DRX. T1 kind of overstepped with the trades, didn't focus down the minions, and as a result, it's DRX to get level 2 first.
Oh, Sponge also wrapping around as well, as Gumayusi is stepping out into the lane. This could be an opportunity for the Rel to really try and create an advantage for the bottom lane.
Flip the entire game on a level 3 dive.
Yeah, and Teddy, see, trying to make this one happen. There is the crash down on top of Gumayusi, who does eventually flash. That is going to keep him alive, as now Owner is making his way in, and Sponge is extraordinarily low. The Bramble Smash does push him away, but they're looking to turn it. Flash out from Owner is Teddy. Oh, he doesn't find the double tap, and there's the flash out from Carrier. Everyone is so incredibly low. As Pleta, he really wants to do it, but it's just not going to happen. Look at this, sub 100 health for both of these bottom laners, and Owner can't do anything about it because he's also excruciatingly low. Yep, the Hex Flash over as Sponge makes his way in. There it is! The crash down to interrupt it as well, but Teddy is also going to die. More Hex Flash value. Here we go, Sponge. Start charging it up as Jonas Strong turns it off, and there we go. The crash down on top of him, straight into the bubble, and Teddy, he's going to be able to pick up the kill this time around.
Solid Lucian games. Definitely a finesse pick, and you know, it's a good advantage for DRX obtained here. The wave being so big, T1 don't expect to be aggressed on, but the CC layering solid. You know, good start. Whether they can transition this.
As we do have a Chemtech for today's Soul in this particular game, as Faker not going to find that rocket there, as now Sponge continuing his rampage on the Rift. Actually an even trade in the end, as Teddy just trades for the culling.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Tidal Wave actually going to be utilized here as Carrier is in so much trouble. Piercing Light comes down. That is going to be Teddy locking down the kill onto the Lulu, and no Rel required for that one, really.
Already running back over with the Home Guard buff. He'll still have all cooldowns if a skirmish does break out. Guma's so low already.
Yeah, you can see Teddy
going Hex Drinker. Oh,
this is pretty nice. Sweet Spot does come on through there onto Zeus still. As the Lucian Redemption has been pretty ridiculous, as Zeus just stepping out of these Sweet Spots beautifully on the Twisted Fate. Jat reminded me of it earlier on today. As Ona sidestepping really nicely, crash down on top of him, but there's the charm to come on through from Yahoo. Ona did utilize the Twisted Fate, the Twisted Advance quite well, but now it's Sponge that's in trouble, and Faker, he delivers a package, has to flash out immediately, but the Tidal Wave not going to be enough there as the Maokai picks up the kill, and Teddy has to cleanse and flash to get himself the heck out of this one. In fact, I think Carrier has gone for Dreammaker more than a lot of our other supports, if I remember correctly. Alright, Ona is going to get a Magnet Storm out, and is just going to take a massive amount of damage and die. Expecting the whole gang to be down here. As Zeus finding a gold card onto Rascal.
Yeah, they catch him isolated, and also when...
Oh, not going to get the sweet spot on the second Q, and may just get autoed to death. There we go. Zeus going to lock that one up. That's a solo kill. As Charm not going to be utilized, as Yahoo didn't find the angle between the minions onto Gumayusi. And we are going to see Rel charge the Rift Herald towards the inner turret, so that's a fair bit of Herald value, actually.
When you're isolating alone, you're not actually that tanky. And, yeah, you know, Rascal's been trying to find these angles all game, but the Ghost is such a powerful tool in a 1v1 against the Aatrox.
They're just barely out of range of these Qs.
Red
makes Rascal look a little bit...
T1 have the Banana Brush control.
Oh, that is imperative.
To start laying down poke from.
Well, we do have the Scryer's Bloom, but it's actually Zeus that takes that one away from Yahoo, misses the charm. It's just been so incredibly swift. As okay, there's the steal. Sponge likely to die, but he's done his job. And there we go. Lockdown does come on through, but unfortunately, DRX just not home to really pick. Oh, never mind. They're just in their summer home in the mid lane, and Rascal is going to suffer the wrath. You'd be the one that tells us that actually it's fine and it's a great dragon.
No, that's not.
Oh, that's not how that one works.
That's not how it works.
Little Snowman Teddy is immediately going to cleanse, actually, get out of that gold card. Cullen comes on through and does a lot of damage to Zeus here as they're still looking to chase after. There's the Flash Magnet Storm as Yahoo is going to get immediately CC'd as he dives in. And now Sponge is in trouble. Gumushi has red-white, and that is a dangerous time. Teddy now below 100 health. As the Destiny does come on in, and Yahoo, he's not going to survive. The Destiny doesn't really do too much as far as gate value, wanting to get him out of this pit. And he's set up, does have the extra movement speed as well. They do have the scuttle control, and Nature's Grasp says that there is no way they're stopping this Baron from going down. So T1, give him an inch and they will take a Baron every single time.
Fist, rather than the Malignant you typically see.
Oh, kind of nutty is. Okay, Zeus just going to avoid the charm and just wanders his way out. He's so incredibly fast. The Infernal Chains do not activate, and they finally, oh, never mind. Okay, there it is. The third Q going to come on through. It took 4 people, not the 3 they initially invested, as now Rascal could be in trouble. Good Bramble Smash, but there's the crash down onto Owner as well. Still, Moonlight, unfortunately, didn't dodge.
There are a lot of ball-throwing champions. Like, there's Ziggs and Oriana and
Syndrome. Yeah, I think.
Yep, cover me, cover me, cover me is what he's saying.
The problem was he couldn't dodge a flash.
Yeah. And Aatrox.
Okay, with a little hop, skip, and a jump, Sponge can make it from there to the Baron with flash and his W. But Kerry is looking.
Yeah, they do have control vision in this area as Sponge finds himself a decent shattering strike. There's the package out from Faker. That is going to block them off entirely, and Sponge is thrown around like a ragdoll. There's the Moonlight Vigil. That's going to connect onto him as the Baron. Oh, that's going to be the cue to follow it up. As now Teddy looking for Faker here. He finds him, but I don't know whether he really wants to, as the Rockets not going to find the mark. Good sidestep there from Teddy as Destiny comes through just for the extra vision. The Mega Blast Cone gets them all the way away from this Baron. And Zeus, he turns up. That is going to be a gold card from a million miles away and a couple of screens. He is going to just transition into picking up the kill onto both of the damage dealers.
It was just so hard for them to find an avenue there.
Well, Faker raining down these rockets here as Pleta going to have to get out of there. Does flash. And DRX just, if they just stand here and take these rockets, it is just going to be really difficult to defend this. And the first Nexus turret is going to go down. Should be able to wrap around, but I don't know what he can do as a lone Ahri. As the rocket is going to connect, so not even able to come in at full health. So he's just supervising them.
Oh.
Okay, Teddy's going to try his hand. Okay, and Tidal Wave is beautiful, but doesn't really do anything at all. DRX now just looking for Soul Point. If they can possibly get it. Zeus is going to say, no, you're not allowed to have that, as the charm goes entirely wide, and Zeus just does so much damage. There is the twisted advance forward from Ona, and Redemption going to come on through as well. Faker collects the kill onto the Nami that was delivered, and Sponge going to jump over his own base gate. Zeus just, as soon as he has that gold card above his head, he is so incredibly scary. And there it is. Stun going to come down onto Sponge, but wildcards do not connect. Not that they really do all that much damage anyway. 4 items Twisted Fate is pretty silly.
Yeah, he has Infinity Edge as well, so he, you know if you take a lot of autos from him, he'll hit, but he just chunks now.
Yeah, well, there's a Magnet Storm trying to do something here, but Ona not too worried about it, as we can see, and Sponge is just going to be taken down pretty unceremoniously. Zeus now looking for Rascal here as well, as he's tanking up the turret. And the Nexus is just going to go down. T1 with a very comfortable 2-0 to move them towards playoffs here.
No wonder it's just close enough to the initial engage. And then here, they kind of just get...
여기 라인 끊을 수도? 여기 집 최대한 늦출게 우리.
I'm going to delay their backs, is what they're sort of talking. I don't know whether delaying their backs is really going to be that important. Looks like T1 are just having a pretty good time. And watch out for Aatrox, watch out for Aatrox. And Kerry calling out polymorph cooldowns. Polymorphing Aatrox if we need to. And it doesn't look like they really need to.
Yeah, I love that just Zeus teleport behind them and just cut them off. And it's like, oh, it's on Nexus now.
Yep, they're like, let's...